Okay then. Hello. Sorry for the wait. I've been distracted, as you may have noticed. Uh, this has got something to do with things like important real life things, like looking for a new job and booking trips to Japan. Yes, but mostly new games. Yeah, sorry about that, but whatever. Anyway, you want to know the results. I know it's taken me a while to get the results up, and I closed them on Sunday night. Well, I actually closed them early Monday morning because I actually missed the time. So there was actually a slight window that you could have got a late vote in, but no one did, so never mind. But as you can see, these are the 24 games that were picked at random for the Advent calendar. A few of you seem to miss the fact that they were randomly picked, but they were. They were picked by taking a big list of all my games with numbers on and then going to an online random number generator and going, give me 24 games, and it did. And I picked them off that. But yeah, she voted for one of them, and whichever one wins will get a stream. Oh, that's exciting. But, right, first of all, I want to say that a lot more people voted this year than last year, which was good, but at the same time, I have to say that I've got nearly 2,000 subscribers, and I didn't even get 100 votes. Some of you need to be more vocal. But never mind, I'll let you off. I still got like nearly 100 votes, and that's good enough. So the way this video is going to work is I'm going to go through all the votes from the sort of lowest to the highest and eliminate the games as I go through. As you can see, we've got all 24 up, and I will go through them all, and you will see more and more games drop off as we go through. Okay, so obviously at the end I'll announce the winner. So before going on to who you did vote for, let's go through who you didn't vote for. There are 7 games that didn't get a single vote. These included Devil Dice and Colin McRae Rally, which those two I expected, because quite frankly they would make for a rubbish stream. They're fun games, but they're not exactly watchable, so I'm not surprised by those. I'm also not really surprised by Wet or Comic Zone not getting any votes either. So yeah, what I am surprised by though is Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Brothers. Clearly no one likes Mario, and Final Fantasy 6 didn't get any either. Oh, never mind. But because I was expecting at least some of those would get nostalgia votes, but evidently not. Never mind. Can't win them all. So that's what you didn't vote for, and here are the remaining 17 games. But where did they sit? Well, in joint 10th place, there are 3 games. Each of them got 1 vote each. They were Metroid, Shining Force, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Yeah, that one I'm very surprised by. Why that one got 1 vote, I will never know, but apparently it would make for a fun stream. Whatever. But I was going to put it in the... Personally, I had it pegged as being in the same category as Devil Dice and Colin McRae. But one person voted for it, so what can you do? In joint 9th, each of these games got 2 votes. They are Silent Hill 4 and Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. I'm quite surprised by Lara Croft. I thought that would get more votes, but no, only 2 votes. Never mind. So, in 8th place, again, we've got 2 games sharing this position. They are Crash Bandicoot and Assassin's Creed. So there you go. In joint 7th, again, there's 2 more games here, and they got 4 votes each. They are Crash Bandicoot 2 and Silent Hill 2. In joint 6th, again, we've got 2 more games here, each of them with 5 votes. And this time, it's Jak and Daxter and Final Fantasy 13. I'm so glad this didn't win, because people were voting for it despite the fact that I clearly in the video was showing absolutely no interest in doing it. But never mind. That should have been a clue that these were picked at random, otherwise never mind. In 5th place, and there's only 1 game in 5th this time, and that's Twilight Princess, which got 6 votes. again, I'm quite glad that one didn't win either. It's nothing against Zelda, unlike Final Fantasy 13, which is terrible. There's nothing against Zelda, but I think that the series in general is horribly overexposed, especially online. And I want to do my best to just avoid joining that overexposure, even if it is just a stream. But hey, whatever. It's in 5th. 6 of you wanted to see it, but it didn't win, so never mind. So 5 games left. Oh, tension. Well, again, there are 2 games in joint 4th. Each of these got 7 votes. They are Oddworld, Abe's Exodus, and Ratchet & Clank: A Crack in Time. Quite glad about the Ratchet & Clank one, again, because, you know, as I pointed out, I was quite disappointed with the sort of audience figures for Tools of Destruction. Barely anyone seemed to watch it, barely anyone seemed to comment on it, and I've generally kind of got a bit bored of doing it towards the end, so doing A Crack in Time was kind of not really something I wanted to do, but never mind. I kind of expected it to get a few votes though, just because of the few of you who are determined to make me do the rest of the future trilogy, but I won't do it, so never mind. So, 3 games left. 3. Now, as I mentioned in my sort of channel updates over the past week while the votes were running, I pointed out there was a clear winner and a close second. But what came third? Well, in 3rd place, with 8 votes, is Spyro 3. Yeah, I kind of expected that one to do well. I was quite glad that quite a lot of people voted for it, because I had a lot of fun doing that, and a lot of people seemed to recognise that I had a lot of fun with it, so I thought it must have thought, oh, it must make a good stream since he's clearly enjoying it. But at the same time, there was also kind of a nostalgia value that a lot of people, it really struck a chord with people, and so it's quite good to see that quite a lot of people voted for it and got it into 3rd. But it wasn't good enough, because in 2nd place, the game in 2nd place got 14 votes, which is way above what Spyro got. 2nd place is Tomb Raider 2. Yes, I knew that this one would do well. Obviously, you guys seem to react well to the Tomb Raider stuff that I do, so I expected this to do quite well. And it did. It got into 2nd, and it nearly won. Nearly. Very closely, because in 1st place, with 17 votes, only 3 votes off. So, literally, if Tomb Raider 2 had got 4 more votes, it would have won. But in 1st place, as you've probably guessed, by the process of elimination, it's Folklore. Folklore has won with 17 votes. I didn't expect that, but at the same time I can kind of understand why loads of people voted for it. It seems that a lot of you had the same reaction to my video that I had when I saw the demo on the store, because I went onto the store, just was browsing around and looking at it, and I was like, this game looks really interesting, but I've never heard of it. I've got to download this demo, and yeah, it was a good game, as I pointed out, and now it seems that you guys have had the same reaction, so they've been like, oh, I'm voting for that because I want to see more of it, because it looks interesting. And, I'm going to say, it got there really, really quickly as well. It's kind of, the voting was fairly even for the first couple of days. I think, quite a few games, looking at my thing, like Tomb Raider 2, Ratchet & Clank, Spyro, Oddworld, they all kind of got votes straight away, but it was all kind of even initially, and there was no clear winner. But a few days later, pretty much everyone seemed to vote for Folklore suddenly, and it got it right up to the 17 votes, put it straight into the lead, so it looked like, oh well, that's won. And then a few days just before, Tomb Raider 2 started sneaking up behind it suddenly. Like, loads of people suddenly started voting for that. There's a huge surge of votes. But it wasn't enough. Like I said, if it had got 4 more, it would have won. That's how close it was. But Folklore won. So yeah. For the stream, then, you want to know the details of that. Right, at the moment I'm penciling in 7 PM UK time, GMT, on Saturday evening, which would probably be about 2 o'clock on the east coast of America, and then 4 hours behind that. My maths isn't particularly good. Wait, that'd be 10 o'clock in the morning for the west coast of America. Yeah. And it'd probably be the middle of the night for people who live in, like, Australia. Sorry. But that's penciled in because, first of all, I want to kind of get an idea of if that time's good for everyone. Or, if I get a lot of people saying that they could come to it, then I'm keeping it there where it is. But at the same time, I've also got to try and work out some technical hitches with getting a stream working, which I've got to do in the next couple of days. And if I do have problems and continue to have problems, then I might have to move the stream for when the thing is working. But hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully I can get it up on Saturday, and that'd be good. It'd be my first ever stream, and that's really exciting and weird. But yes, so that's the results, and like I said, possibly 7 PM GMT on Saturday the 8th of January is when the stream goes up. I will put up a video on YouTube, as a lot of people do when they do streams, just to say, oh, I'm doing one now, come along and watch and enjoy and chat. But for now, I hope you continue to enjoy the Tomb Raider anniversary and first game comparison videos, and hopefully I'll get some Uncharted 2 for you at some point soon. Yeah, that's the other thing I've been meaning to do, sorry. But it will happen, don't worry. It's on my board saying, edit videos, Uncharted 2, do it now. But I haven't, because there's a lot of other things on my list as well. So, yeah. Hope you're happy with the result, because I kind of am, because it's a good game. So, yeah, possibly see you Saturday, everyone. Hooray!